Hello, I am Cynthia Wolcott, and welcome to the first ever virtual Arts and Spirituality Retreat. I am so happy to be here, and I applaud you and celebrate you for making this choice. So I offer you now a gentle chair yoga class entitled in the brochure, Take a Seat, Take a Journey. Today we will ground, center, and visualize to set up the rich soil for creativity. In the box you received in preparation for this retreat, you should have a roller ball with lavender essential oil in it and also an aromatherapy candle. So if it feels sacred to you to light a candle, I invite you to do that now. And if you want to retrieve your roller ball of lavender essential oil, I invite you to press the pause button and go get those things, and we'll be here when you get back. Welcome back. Hoping you have both your lavender essential oil and your aromatherapy candle lighted and ready to make your space a sacred one. For the roller ball, you may want to roll it on your wrists and the pulse points there. You could also roll some under your nose or at the carotid pulse points, or perhaps even below your hairline. Lavender is a very relaxing, calming scent, so it can help center, ground, and relax you. Please use a comfortable straight back chair, like a dining room style chair or a kitchen chair. So this is the one I'm using. It has a shawl on the back. So you want to be upright. You don't want a Barcalounger or an easy chair. And you may notice that I am sitting on a rolled up towel. So this is just a regular old bath towel. I have folded it like this and then rolled it into a log. And if you sit on that, that will give you an optimal lumbar curve. So I invite you to do that. So if you'd like to pause again to grab a towel or a shawl or tissues or a water bottle or anything it is that you might need to be the most comfortable you can possibly be for the next 45 minutes. So if you need to retrieve anything, hit the pause button now, and we'll be here when you get back. Welcome back. And now we are ready to begin. So find your comfortable seat. And if you are sitting on that rolled up blanket, do it so that your sits bones, those bony protuberances under your buttock flesh, are right on that rolled up towel. So that will mean you are not leaning back. So if this is for any reason not comfortable for you, just come off of it, sit as you normally would, and feel free to lean back until we get to the parts where you'll need to be a little farther forward. So coming into your comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, whichever variation you have chosen. Let your feet be hip distance and parallel. So if they tend to go to the outside, see what it's like for you to bring them so that both sets of toes point straight ahead. And then once you get there, feel the inner ball of your feet, both of them anchored to the earth. And feel the inner heel anchored to the earth. And now the outer ball of the foot and the outer heel. From that anchoring, I invite you to lengthen from your seat. Find your sits bones, feel them against your surface, and see if you can telescope your spine, creating space, especially lengthening the back of your neck. And then your palms can be down in a nurturing, calming gesture, or up in a gesture of receiving. So you decide for this opening, grounding meditation, which is right for you. If your eyes are not already closed, you may want to close them now. I'm not going to be doing anything you need to see. And now I invite you to connect with your breath. Feel the breath coming in and feel the breath going out exactly as they are in this moment. Not changing a thing, but letting them be. You might feel the air coming out of the nostrils. You might feel the belly expand and condense. You might feel the sternum rise and fall. Or you might simply follow its rhythm. Check in with your shoulders. Are you holding them up? Is there tension? Is there tightness or pain? See if you might release those shoulders just the littlest bit. How about your belly? How does your belly feel? Is there tension there that you might let go? What would that feel like? And your hips. A lot of us hold a lot of stuff in our hips. How are they feeling? What do you feel? Is it possible to let go one more degree? And then if your palms are up, bring them down now toward your lap as we together take 5 deep, slow breaths in and out. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perhaps inhaling through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe sighing as you exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one on your own. And after that completion of those 5 breath cycles, then begin to breathe normally once again and let your eyes slowly open, taking in the light once again. And from here, let your arms dangle at your sides Bring your palms facing out and up. Inhale, up, slowly, experientially. Your feet are still grounded. Exhale, bring your hands together, bringing the celestial or heavenly energy down through and into you. And then inhale out and wide and up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart space, down, in and through you. 3 more just like this, thinking of gathering energy, gathering the gifts from the universe, the gifts from God, and bringing them more fully into you because they are always there, whether we feel them or not. Inhaling up and gathering, bringing into, through you as you exhale one last time. And then the hands pause in front of the heart space. Let your thumb knuckles rest on your sternum. Feel its rise and fall as you notice whatever was awakened from that simple movement we just made together. And now from here, inhale even more length, if that's possible, into the back of your neck. Exhale, rotate your head so that your gaze is to the right, and I'm using mirror language. So I should look like a mirror reflection to you. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. And if you can think of your head being attached to your body in the same way a bobblehead's head is attached to its body, and see if that can help you connect with a sense of buoyancy, a sense of lightness. I invite you to do that. If that seems so far out there, you can't even imagine what that's like, no worries. Just stay with the movement. Everything you do is exactly what you need to do in this moment. Listen to your body before you listen to me or any other teacher. One more to each side. And then pause in the center. And now inhale the palms up. And then as you exhale, bring them out and down. And now you are gathering and scooping up into you the very energy of the earth. Bringing the hands together, carrying that energy into and through you. Inhaling up, exhale out and down, and gather. Gather the earth's gifts, the earth's energy, the earth's creativity, for it is ever and always generative. Inhaling up, exhaling out, down, and gathering, bringing what you have gathered together and in and through you one last time in silence. Pausing again with your hands together in front of your sternum, your heart space. Thumb knuckles resting on the sternum, feeling its rise and fall, the evidence of your very aliveness, an act of generativity and creativity if ever there was one. And now bringing your hands back to your lap. And from here, starting to open each shoulder by taking it forward and then up and then back and then down. And then the other shoulder forward and up and back and down. Keep going just like that. Each shoulder comes forward, then up, then back, then down, and the other one. If at any time during this practice you need to get a drink of water, or your doorbell rings, or your son calls from far away, or you have to go to the bathroom, I invite you to heed those calls and come back to the practice whenever it's right for you. If you do have 45 minutes that you can dedicate, you might derive more from it, but this practice is yours to do with what you will, and there is no right or wrong. If you hear nothing else I offer in this practice, please hear there is no right or wrong. At the end of this movement, pause. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And now from here, re-lengthen the back of your neck. And as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Shake your head no a little bit. If any of these movements causes you red flag pain, please stop and come out to whatever degree feels safe and appropriate to you. Come into stillness in the center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll your left ear over your left shoulder. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, right ear over right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Couple more. So many of us have tight necks. And whenever there's constriction or restriction in our bodies, there is also a restriction and a constriction in our spirits and our generativity. So the more we can allow our energy to flow through our bodies and muscles, the more energy will flow through our spirits, hearts, and from our souls. The next time your left ear heads over to your left shoulder, stay there. Let the rest of your spine be long. Inhale the right arm straight up. Exhale it partway down. Let the hand land somewhere between the hip and the waist, and press the heel of that palm out and down, feeling a lovely stretch down the side of the neck and maybe in the shoulder and upper arm a little bit. One more deep cycle of breath here. And then bring that hand back to your lap. On an inhale, bring your chin back to your chest. On an exhale, take the right ear over the right shoulder. On an inhale, bring your left arm straight up. On an exhale, lower that hand, let it land somewhere between the waist and the hip, and then press the heel of that palm outward. And if struggling with right and left is an issue for you, don't worry about doing what I say. Just do one side and then the other. And if you don't look exactly like I look on the screen, that's okay, as long as it feels good in your body and you are connected with your body, your mind, and your spirit as you do this. One more deep cycle of breath. Hand back to your lap, chin back to your chest. Take a deep cycle of breath in and out, and then using a heel of a palm or fingertips to your forehead, press it back up to neutral. And now one more for the shoulders, because there's a lot of stuff that resides in our shoulders. It represents the burdens we carry. Inhale, scrunching and hunching and tensing your shoulders up by your ears. Hold the breath in as you press those shoulders back. Drop them. Inhale, up, press back, and drop. One last time. Inhale up, really create tension. I promise the release will be ever sweeter. Hold the breath in, press the shoulders back, and maybe sigh this time as you let them drop. Feel the fruits of that. And then bring your hands to your hips, or if it helps stabilize you and you feel unstable, maybe to the sides of your chair, take your torso around in circles. So if you haven't already scooted away from the back of your chair, you will definitely need to do that for this one. And you might want to remain there until the final meditation. And even then you could stay not leaning back if you wished. So making circles and letting the circles originate or emanate from the hip. And then the other way. Meanwhile, as you're allowing this movement, and if your back tweaks at all in here, just make the circle much smaller. Meanwhile, staying connected and grounded through all four corners of both feet. That exercise we did at the beginning of this session. And then come to upright, palms up on your lap, and notice. Notice and feel. So we're kind of going down the body parts. Now you can interlace your hands under your thigh, if that works for you. If you have a belt nearby or a strap and it doesn't work for you to hold on, you could take that strap under your leg. Anyway, take that knee around in small circles. So this lubricates your hip joint, and our hip joints are where a lot of energy gets stuck, which is one of the reasons so many people have hip replacements. And then go the other way. By moving in this way, we are stimulating our own body's production of its own lubricant, joint lubricant specifically, which is synovial fluid. And then pause in the center and set that foot down. Feel the difference between the two hips. This one that we just did is buzzing for me. You may find that to be true or not. So again, other side, hands interlaced under the opposite knee. Maybe a strap is there instead, and you're taking that knee around in circles. Doesn't matter which direction you start with, just that you move in one direction, and that at this point you switch directions. And then set that foot down. Feel the earth beneath you again. And now bring your feet in just a little closer and come up to your left tippy toes. Set that heel down right. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you heard that crack, but mine just cracked really loudly. So getting some mobility in the feet. And anything we do with our feet also brings our attention to our feet, which is grounding and centering. And then pause, stay there. And once again, interlace under the left thigh and start to turn that foot in circles, circling around the ankle joint and really pointing your toe like a ballerina and then flexing your foot when you pulling the toes back to your shin when you get there. And then circle the other way. And then set that foot down once again. Pause to notice and feel. And then other side. From here, you're holding up that knee and you're taking that ankle around in circles. And then circling the other way. And then release and bring your feet hip distance again, parallel, connect with that foundation they give you. And then from here, inhale your arms wide and let your heart come forward. Exhale, round your upper back, bring the backs of the hands together. Inhale, open your palms to the front, arms behind, heart forward. Exhale, round and go inward. And that's our dance in this life, right? As much as we can serve and offer in the universe, it's helpful to have an open heart. And sometimes we just have to go in, and the retreat helps us build our resources so that we can go forth and shine our lights and continue to serve. So keeping that balance in our lives, taking care of ourselves by the inwardness and shining our lights to share our gifts is what we can strive for. One more, ending with the heart open, palms forward. Hold there, feel your heart radiating your soul's inner light. Maybe the fingertips are doing the same. Maybe you close your eyes if that helps you here. And then bring your arms to your sides. Notice, pause, and feel. Maybe move your feet a little farther away, giving yourself a sturdier base. Maybe widen your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Hold on to the bottom of your chair with your right hand. Inhale your left arm up and over for a side bend. Exhale, down and upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, down. 3 more, holding the third one. And this one, stay here for 5 deep cycles of breath. And if you can practice visualizing that your breath is actually going into your side body. We know physiologically it is not, but sometimes we can imagine that it is. And then when we do, we actually become more expansive in that area. If it's helpful, you might imagine that there are actually nostrils on that side of your body and that the breath is literally going in there. And then inhale up, exhale down. Just let both arms dangle. Feel the difference between the two sides. And then hold on with the left hand. Inhale the right arm up and over. Exhale, come to upright and down. Inhale up and over. Exhale out and down. And next time, hold here, reaching those fingertips up and over, grounding through both feet and breathing into the right side body. Shake your head a little bit if you tend to hold tension there. One more cycle of breath. And then exhale down, both arms at your sides. Notice and feel. Now from here, starting with both arms at your sides, inhale, arms wide and up. Exhale, twist to your right, bringing hands to the outside of your thigh or to your chair, whichever is easier to grab. Inhale, up and center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, up. Exhale, first side. Twists are so cleansing. It's a way of releasing that which no longer serves you, making room for generativity, creativity, joy, love, whatever it is that wants to be invited into your being. Next time you go to your right, stay there. Keep your spine long, hold on to your thigh and hip or your chair, whichever one you can reach more easily. Inhale, chin over left shoulder, exhale, right. Or inhale over front shoulder if that's easier for you. Exhale back. And then hold your head looking off to the right with your chin somewhere between the center of your chest and your back shoulder. 2 more deep cycles of breath here. And then inhale, center and up. Pause here for 1 cycle of breath. And then next exhale brings you to the other side, keeping your spine long. And then inhaling your chin over your front shoulder, exhaling back. And one more time in movement. And then let your chin land somewhere off to the left, situated between the center of the chest and the back shoulder. Deep cycles of breath. And if you can imagine the breath actually going into those places that feel the most constricted in this twist. And then coming back to center and up. Now from here, widen your feet a little bit more and exhale. Lower your hands first to your knees and then hinge at the hip. Maybe bring your elbows to your knees. Keep your back flat for now and see about lengthening the crown of your head away from your tailbone. Create as much length as you can. And if it feels like it would be safe to you, if you do not have a bulging disc or spinal osteoporosis, maybe you would want to reach your fingertips to the floor or your palms in the floor. So if this is not available to you, just stay and back up to the last position that was available to you. And if it is available to you, you can let your head dangle. 3 more cycles of breath. And then you can bring your hands to your fingertips, and then you might bring your hands to your ankles, and you might let your hands help you walk back up, bringing your hands to your knees, and now pressing back to upright. Heel toe your feet back to hip distance and parallel. And now bring your right arm in front of you, palm facing forward. And grab your pinky with your other hand and pull it back toward your arm. Notice how far up into your body you feel that stretch. And then the ring finger. Oh, this is always so amazing, even though I teach 5 classes a week and have for years. And then your middle finger. The body awakens anew every day, as does the spirit, the heart, the mind, soul. Index finger, our inner creativity, generativity, and now the thumb. And then all of the fingers, pull them all back toward the arm, and maybe press the heel forward a little bit. And then release the hands down, palms up on your lap. Notice and feel the difference between the two sides. Which one feels more aliveness? And then the other palm comes forward and pull the pinky back. And then, oh my goodness, the ring finger. I wonder if you're feeling this as exquisitely as I am. And the middle finger and index and thumb and the whole hand and palm pulling back. Feel that opening in the wrist. And then bring both hands, palms up on your lap. Notice and feel. And then bring your arms out like a T and hold an imaginary doorknob in your hands and rotate that imaginary doorknob one direction and then the other. Feel how your shoulders are getting to move in some of the ways they were created to move that we don't often ask them to move. And then hold your hands still, palms up. Hold your hands still, palms down. And then as though you are pressing walls on either side of you away, engage your arms and your hands and your wrists and press that imaginary wall. And then bring your arms down, float them down, let them dangle. Feel what you feel. And then shake your left arm. Let the whole thing just wobble and wiggle. Nobody can see you, and even if they could, it wouldn't matter. Let the wrist be all wobbly and wet noodly, like an overcooked angel hair pasta. And then come down. Feel that shaking is a wonderful way to change and transmute energy. And now the other side. I invite you to shake daily. It's transformative. And then bring that arm down. Pause there. And bring your palms back up on your lap and notice. And then inhale your right arm in front of you. Take it on the diagonal across your body. And then with your hand or your forearm or your elbow, capture that arm just above the elbow if you can, or if not, anywhere else, and then pull it across your body. So that might be just the right stretch for you, or you might want to press that right shoulder blade out a little bit, and you might want to twist toward your left a little bit. So you find the variation that works for you. This is your practice. One more cycle of breath. And then if you've taken the twist or the variation, come back to neutral spine in the middle. And now inhale that right arm straight up. Now bend your elbow, touch the base of the neck with the fingertips. Shake your head so you're not creating tension in your neck to get out of the way of the hand or arm. And bring your other hand up and over, holding onto your elbow. And draw that elbow up and in toward your head. Again, check in with your neck. Is the neck paying the price for the tightness of the shoulder? So if yours doesn't look like mine, that's okay. If it looks more like this or this, that's okay. Find your stretch, meeting ourselves at our edges, staying there, checking in with ourselves, giving ourselves whatever supports we need, and then continuing to move forward to the next edge is how we grow in virtually every arena of our lives. Transgressing our edges, our boundaries, is where we get hurt. And then release. Palms up on your lap. Feel the feet grounding. Feel the sits bones grounding. Feel the difference between the two sides. And then the other arm comes up, comes across on the diagonal, and then with your hand, your wrist, or your elbow capturing that arm and drawing it across the body. Choosing to stay here or to press that shoulder blade out and or coming into a twist. So you take the one that is right for you. Deep breaths. And then if you've taken a variation, come back to center. Lower one arm and bring the left arm up. Bend your elbow, touch the base of the neck with the fingertips. Reach over and grab that left elbow. Shake your head. See if you can release any tension. My neck always grabs, just so you know, every time I go into this. So every single time I need to remind myself to release it by shaking my head. And notice if your feet roll to their outsides, and if so, see what it's like to press down on those inner lines as well as the outer lines. And then release the hands down, palms up on your lap. Notice and feel. And now we've done a lot of opening and stretching. Let's connect with our strength. Bring palms together in front of your heart space. Then lower those palms so that your forearms are as close to parallel as they can be in your body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press the palms together. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. So 3 more, and then we'll hold the third one. So strengthening the chest and pectoral muscles, and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with hands in prayer position. Just relax the arms. Pause here for 1 cycle of breath. And then bring your hands down and behind. Hold on to the back of your chair. I'm holding on to the attachment between the part I lean against and the seat. And then let your chest and heart pull forward a little bit, feeling a stretch across the top of the chest. Those muscles can get tight in us as well. And then 1 more breath before inhaling, rising back up, palms up on your lap. Notice and feel. And we'll be moving from here into our final meditation. So you may want to stay on your rolled up blanket or towel and not lean back, or you may want to relax and lean back for this. That's the choice I'm making. So then you can scoot all the way back and lengthen your spine before leaning back. You can have your hands resting on your thighs here, or you might make a bowl of your hands, your interlaced fingers, and then touch your thumbs together. Or you might lay one hand in the other palm and touch your thumbs together, or not, or any other hand position that feels comfortable and appropriate. If another foot position, if crossing your feet under you, although there is merit in keeping your feet grounded, but this is your practice. You take what is right for you. So we're coming into a seated Shavasana here, or corpse pose, where it's called corpse pose because we die to who we were until this moment so that we can reemerge and be born anew. This is a practice we return to with every single breath. So this stillness, this meditative stillness, allows us to integrate this practice in body, mind, and spirit. There's no place to go. There's nothing to do but be here now and receive. I will bring you out when this meditative practice is complete. Come back now to awareness of breath and body and sensation. Invite that breath to deepen and slow. Reconnect with the feet on the earth. Reconnect with the energy of your heart. And ask yourself this question: what is waiting to be born in me? And how might that be represented in whatever I participate in today? I thank you for sharing this practice. You may open your eyes if you wish, or continue to sit here. Bring your hands together in front of your heart space. And it's customary at the end of a yoga practice for the teacher to say, Namaste, which means the light in me bows to the light in you. And the custom is for the participants or the students to say that back to the teacher and other students. I into peace and creativity. Thank you so much. Go forth and create.